Everybody, welcome into the Mosh Pit. I'm Dustin, and I wanted to go over a new game that just came out last week called Rotwood. This is by Klei Games, the makers of Don't Starve and Oxygen Not Included, and a few other games. It's their new roguelite, with cute little mammals here. You have 3 choices in the current early access. So there's a couple of different options. I have not tried the online because I've been doing only couch co-op with the family, and I've been having a ton of fun with the Steam Deck connected to the TV. And we have 3 of us have been playing together. And you can see you can customize your character. You can have 4 different local slots. I'm in slot 1, my wife's in slot 2, kids in slot 3. And there's multiple different options. There's the horned creature, the horned mammal, the cat or dog, because you can customize the look of them, or the last one, which I believe is a fish person. If I come in here, I can show you. So you've got the 3 different options. You can make a fish person, dog / cat / fox, whatever person, or the horned creature. You can customize their head. You can customize the color of their hair. There's a bunch of different options here. This, I believe, will be filled out quite a bit more. If I know Klei, they like adding a bunch of little things that you can do to customize your character, like cosmetics and things like that. So there we go. All right, so this is the one I've been playing. We've made it up to, I think I'm level 3 or 4 in the world. Currently using the Tenderizer, which is this one here. It's a better weapon that I found in the shop. As you're traveling through doing each level, you can find a shop. The shop has different things that you can purchase. I purchased all this stuff from them. This gives me a little bit faster dodge. And then this chest piece gives me a little bit less damage taken from rot mini bosses. So it's only from rot mini bosses, though. It doesn't work for main bosses or just the normal enemies. But damage resistance 30%. And then there's multiple different weapon types. Right now there's currently these 4 types of weapons. There are, like I said, I've got this hammer that is just the standard crumbling hammer. That's the one you get when you first start the game, but I have a different one called the Tenderizer that is slightly different and has slightly different powers to it. Where this one has a different power. This one has unstable equilibrium, so I can overcharge my hammer and get a good explosion on my heavy attack, where this one is Order in the Court. That one pounds the ground and knocks back enemies. So there's 2 different types of... or 2 different variations of the same weapon type. So they both have the same basic weapon attack. You can do, there are some attacks that are kind of hidden in there that if you find them out, that you, like just a standard heavy attack, light attack is pretty straightforward. But there's a combo. If you go XX and then hold Y, you get a little flippy flip. It doesn't tell you that up top. I only found that out because I had a... quest, well, I guess you would call it a quest from Toot here. Get your butt whooped? No, I didn't. Fine. She has masteries for all the different weapon types. Currently, I've unlocked the balls, the spear, and the hammer. Then there's also just standard things that you do in the game. Once you've mastered them, you get rewards, which are the little upgrade orbs. I forget the name of those. Those upgrade orbs, you can purchase things, you can upgrade your stuff, it's basically currency. And then this one here is the boss. I have yet to kill the main boss. I've been struggling on that. The spear also has its own moveset and different abilities. So you hit B to cross-check somebody and it knocks them on their butt if they're small enough. Or you can do a AX together and get kind of a spinny attack thing. Pretty helpful. The one thing that I found with the spear is that it only really attacks sideways easily, so I can't really come over here and attack up because it only really has the sideways attack, so you just have to get used to that. I do like the spear quite a bit. And then there's the balls, the strikers. These are really weird. I've only run through one run using the balls. Not sure I'm really jiving with them yet. They are probably the weirdest. I have not tried the gun yet either. I haven't unlocked it. I don't have enough of the spheres. The balls, you can throw them out like that, and those will damage an enemy. Then you can just hit the enemies if they get close to you like that. But if you hit the heavy attack again, it'll bounce over to where you have called it. So if there's a bunch of enemies, say right here, you would throw the balls at them, then go around, maybe hit them a couple of times, then summon them again, it'll bounce and smash them on the head. You can also hit the balls at them as well. So if you do a little call and then it lands right near you, you can hit it in the air, or just like that. So I don't know. I don't know that I'm grooving with the balls so much. I kind of am feeling the spear. There's multiple people that you can find and unlock that will give you different upgrades. You can upgrade your armor up here with this lady, Berna. You open up the armory. There's little pluses that will upgrade your gear if you found the mats to do it. It has a weight class, so you can see it right now. I'm in the agile class, which means that when I dodge, it's a quick little zoomy. But if I were to put on a little bit more armor here on the helmet, there, now I've got a little bit more protection, a little bit more health, but I'm doing a medium roll. I don't know what it would be like to have a heavy roll because I haven't had enough armor or gear to where I would have heavy, but that's the medium roll. I don't know that I like the medium. I don't think the 50 health and +2 armor is really doing much for me, so compared to how fast the zoomies are, I mean, look at that. I can zoom away from stuff pretty quick. You can also get upgrades if you go into your chest. You can see these are your different upgrade mats. If you press down on the right stick, I use controller, and you have enough ingredients. You can craft a bush or a chair, that kind of thing. The first time you craft it, it gives you a ball, one of the upgrade orbs. I need to figure out what the names of those are. Like right now, see, I can, when I hit craft on there, it's not giving it to me because I have already crafted them in the past. So the very first time you craft it, these right here, you can see I can craft them. I just don't have the materials to do it. And you can see that the first craft you get ×2 of the upgrade spheres. Which, what are those called? See, there's a few things in early access that I feel like they could really use a little bit better tool tips and information. So right now, like, I don't remember what the upgrade orbs are called. I have no way to go in and figure out what those are called. I don't know where that is on the menu. It's kind of hidden. And that's another thing that is a little bit, can be a little bit annoying, is these pop-ups that happen when you're playing the game. I'll go through a run and show you here in a second. The screen is just not as readable as I feel like it should be. So as you start your run, you get a choice of a couple of randomly generated powers. When you dodge, get run speed, or gain just run speed. I'm going to do the dodge run speed, and that's fine with me. There we go. But the tooltips for those, they just aren't very readable. Especially, like, I'm on a monitor right now and I'm close, but like when I'm playing on the TV, it's very difficult to read, and I'm playing on a 65-inch TV, so it should not be difficult for me to read the tooltips. And I think it's just more than anything, it's not that it's, for me at least, a size thing. It's more the actual font that's in use. It's just not as clean as it would be. Like, it'd be nicer if it had a, I don't know, the more readable font, I guess. Here, I'll show you here. Yeah, I think what it is that I have no option to make it larger. So for us that have some issues with that, having some options in here for graphics to turn the text to a larger text or to maybe a different color to help, just some accessibility options. And I don't think that that's going to be a forever thing, because this is early access. They're making this a very bare bones roguelike, roguelite, whatever. Tell me in the comments below, what do you think? Is it roguelike or roguelite? I think it's roguelite. I like this one. But the combat itself feels fine. The enemies are fun to fight. They do give a decent amount of challenge. Some of the bonuses and attacks that you can get have been fun to play around with. Not all of them are great, but some of them have worked out pretty well, especially when you're playing multiplayer. I play exclusively with the fam on the couch, and that has been a whole lot of fun. It's definitely a great couch co-op game if you can hook up Steam Core Stone. There we go, it's a Core Stone. Jesus Christ. If you can hook this up to a Steam Deck, to your TV, if you've got that ability, or if you've got a computer that you can plug in to a monitor and have multiple people sitting in front of the TV or monitor, it's a pretty good game for that. I could see this definitely coming to console someday. They have done Don't Starve on console plenty of times. I am not doing very good talking and not getting hit. Your attacks against enemies that are knocked down have a 20% crit chance, or your attacks deal more hit stun. I'll take the more hit stun. It definitely reminds me of Cult of the Lamb, as far as like the art style of it and the way that you pick the different things. You aren't picking the weapons though, so the biggest thing with Cult of the Lamb was that you could choose a different weapon type if you got it. The weapon type and the abilities that the weapon had were random. This one, instead, you start with whatever weapon you're going through the game in. You can get a different weapon on a run if you buy it, if you have the currency to buy it. But basically, it's staying here with this weapon type while you're on your run, and you just get enhancements like passive abilities. When you enter a new clearing, gain 25 damage for 30 seconds, or every 5th attack deals 200% damage. Yes. Give me the 200% damage. Also, there are icons you can see over on the left side of the screen. The little blobby icon there is your tetra. You can see I have 30 tetra just underneath where my potion is. You only have one healing potion in the beginning. I don't know if that opens up more. I'm hoping that after the first boss you get a second potion, but currently there's only a single potion. There are vendors within the run that will give you more potion to refill either the one that you refill your life or buy a full-ass potion if you've used it. The potion does not heal you 100%. Unfortunately, it heals you some. The question mark down here, this one is a dude that will give you a random ability. This hippie guy with the unicorn horn. The one thing is there are some abilities that you might not want, and you don't have a choice. With this guy, he basically just gives you whatever he's going to give you randomly out of the pool. When you have less than 500 health, deal 50% more damage. Okay, that's not too bad, but there is one that is take more damage, deal more damage, and that's not maybe one that you want. So if you got that, you'd be a little bit assed out. Okay, you guys get blown up, please. Okay, well, one of them did. These enemies are fairly simple. The early enemies in the first run through are fairly simple, not too complicated. Let's see. Every 10 hit streak cause an explosion. That's fun. Gain 1% crit chance each time you hit something. Resets when you crit. So basically this gives you better crit chances. This one you have to start getting hit streaks. I will take the hit. That one there. Okay, I'll show you the potion guy down here. You find the potion guy. He has a free little potion brew here. So if you haven't used your potion yet, you can also get this. You can also come to him, spend some money if you have enough. I don't have enough. And you can get a whole new potion if you've used it already. Every time you level up, this little courtyard will give you some more bonuses on the run. You only get those when you're on the run. You can see that there's 4 of them here. That's because you can do 4-player couch co-op or internet co-op, which is pretty fun. And this is the mini-boss, the Greater Yamo. Fairly simple mini-boss. He hits his buddies there. Okay. He will run and hit all of his little buddies there, yep. Which is awesome. Good way to get hit streaks with that weapon is to do XYX, because you get an extra hit streak if you do that. I can tell you that the health that everything has when you play multiplayer is quite a bit more than when you're playing single player. Single player health is balanced for a single player, so when you have more people, you have a harder time. Everyone gets their chance to hit the boss, but it takes a while. So that Greater Yamo for me, I am a little bit upgraded. My spear here is doing 12 damage. The default for it is not 12 damage. I've upgraded it once, but it's still not a greatest spear. But that Yamo takes quite a bit longer when you've got 3 people. Alright, this one gives me a little charmed ally that will fight with me. This one, when I do refill my potion, it refills my potion now. So if I had an empty potion, it would refill it. And then when I drink it, it'll give me a shield. So anytime I do take it, then I get a shield. Apply 1 charge in a large radius with your heavy attacks. Yes, let's get that. This one down here is going to give me an upgrade orb. Let's do that. Go. And then you've got trees. Another enemy here is the trees. I do like the charge because it will it electrocutes them, so when you do another charge, it shocks the rest of them as well. You can see they're shocked now. So if I hit this guy, the shock, it should shock. Yeah, it sends a shock out to everybody. Got a little bit of upgrade materials and a core stone. I don't know why I couldn't remember core stone. Potion guy again, okay. I'm in a decent run here. Get me topped up. And we're going to go get some Tetra, which is the upgrade material for multiple different things. What? How did I get hit there? I don't know how I got hit there, but okay. Multiple trees here. There we go. Get rid of this tree. Get rid of that tree. No. No. There you go. Nice. Oh, greater Yammo and a little baby Yammo coming in. That little guy will get hit by the big Yammo because that's just what he does. There we go. And then I get a bunch of the upgrade materials. You can see now I have 227. So if I were to go to the shop at this point, I would be able to spend those. The Tetra is only for the run. So once you leave the run, you don't get to keep the Tetra. You just get to keep the core stones. And that's the chain reaction. Impulse causes an additional 50% weapon damage. Alright, let's come up here. That guy hit me. Jerk. These abilities are not upgradable, I believe. I believe these are abilities that you just get. This one is portals. I don't really like the portals. Every 10 streak, gain 1 shield segment. Let's try that one. So every time I get a 10 hit streak, I get a shield segment. Another question mark power. I haven't seen the upgrade guy on this run. Oh yeah, I thought this was the, here's the shop up here. Let's go to the shop. I'll show you what that's like. So mid-run, you can find these guys. We've got, what's his name here? Alphonse and whatever this bird's name was. And this is where I was able to pick up the upgraded weapon. It's not here anymore. This one, the long arm of the claw, would be another spear type. And then he has the different armors that you can purchase here. I've only got 3, so give me better dodge invincibility. That might be pretty good. Ridiculous damage from traps. Nah. This one here will let me upgrade. So it looks like I can get 2 power upgrades. I'll show you that one. So this will let you can find an upgrade guy, but you can also purchase these upgrades, and you can upgrade any of your abilities. If you click on them, let's see, which one would I want to click on? Let's do your first heavy attack. Attacks deal more hit stun. First heavy attack does 300 damage to all enemies, so it changes it to double the damage. We'll say this crit strike. Crit strike 1. Gain 3 crit strikes, so your critting crit chance goes up even faster every time you hit something. So let's upgrade that one. Now, because I have another 139, I can either buy this power here. When you enter a new clearing, you're doing more damage, or I can just do another power upgrade. I'm going to do that. Go. And which one do I want? How about we're doing 100% more damage when I get lower on health. So it's only, though, see, the thing with this one is, it's weird. So it says when you have less than 500 health, you're doing 50% damage. But on this one, you have to be at 250 health, and then you're doing 100% damage. I don't think that, I like that it lowers the health requirement. I think it'd be nicer if the upgrade was actually just the damage, but I don't know. I don't know. Let's do this. What's it say? Your attacks deal even more. So not just more, but even more. Like that. More hit stun for me. I'm also going to buy this armor here. Purchase that. So right now I have damage from rot bosses. I don't really like that because it's only for rot bosses. I'm going to equip this one. And now I have more dodge invincibility. And we'll see how that goes. Now this is the first boss. Feel free to skip this if you don't want to see what the first boss is like. For spoiler reasons, but this is what the boss is like. I don't like this one because if you get stunned on that, it's really hard to recover from. There we go. Throwing out some bombs and jerk. I got hit. What? Why did it last so long? Throw bombs at me, you jerk. Man, that's going fast. That's going fast. Whoa. Man. This is probably the best I've done on this boss. Everybody's shocked up. There we go. Oh, dude. No, no, no. Oh my god, this is fast, this is fast. Got him. Get off there. No. Oh, man. Finally. Stupid jerk. Stupid jerk tree. Here we go. And then I guess that's it. I take the expedition, I complete it, and I made it to the end. That's the first time. And I caught it on video, so awesome. And you get a bunch of upgrade mats. I made some progress on my masteries, which I can show you what that's like when we get back. Yeah, fist pump in the air, bro. Do I have any new things I can build? I do. Okay, so build that. I get 1 core stone. You can see I got the core stone. I don't think I have anything else here. No. Then I talk to her. I can get mastery. I'd say it's time you learn about frenzy. Oh, frenzy levels. What's that? Hey, Flit had a good way of explaining it. How do you go? They said it's like when you chop down a big tree in the forest, all the little ones underneath are gonna grow to fill its place. When you cut down a boss rot, all the little rots in the area are gonna get meaner and tougher. Oh. And you just cut down a heck of a tree. Interesting. Tell me more. From what I understand, killing a boss rot releases all its tephra. Oh, tephra, not tetra. Like popping a water balloon. Whenever that balloon is popped, it makes all the rots in that area more powerful. We call that a frenzy level. Stronger rots just means more chance to show off your skills I've taught you. Plus, you'll get 1 heartstone for each boss rot you defeat on a new level. Be warned, reviving allies costs health on frenzy level 2 and above. Oh. So if I revive somebody, it's going to take my health to give them some health. Wait, hunt and rot makes them stronger. Yeah, Flit explained it to me once too, but I didn't really get it. I'm just here to teach you how to hit stuff good. You asked them about their plan to cull the rot infestation if you're curious. Alright, sweet. By the by, you can hunt in Frenzy level 1 at the Great Rotwood Forest now. You can see the level the next time you're out on the map. So it looks like I'll be able to upgrade that part of the map and run it again, but at a higher Frenzy level, I see. So we got this mastery here done, which will give me a bunch of upgrade mats and 2 core stones. Now I've got Mother Treek Frenzy 1 and Owlitzer, so it looks like we're going to kill an owl on the next one. I'm currently 5% on the multi-hit and 20% on my 20-hit streak. Oh, what's this? This is doing a thing now. Increase your max health. Feed the machine the Treek Heartstone and it increases my max health. See, this wasn't activated until I beat the boss. So there's quite a bit more to this little game than I had experienced yet because I had not gotten good. I now have gotten good. And Flit wants to talk to me about that. Don't forget to put the Heartstone in the wellspring. I just did that. I put it in. Now that's a thing of beauty. I feel kind of tingly. I always wondered what I'd feel like. When you put the Heartstone in the wellspring, it works kind of like a prism, amplifying one aspect of your hunter abilities. It looks like Mother Treek's Heartstone gave you some extra health. Will all of them give me extra health? Well, to be honest, I'm sort of learning as we go. No one really done this before, but no, I think one will probably do something different. I mean, you can feel it, can't you? That heart was just concentrated tephra. There's like Mother Treek essence in there. How long does it last? Indefinitely. So that's the upgrade, I guess, of your body and soul here. The wellspring also has a pretty gigantic radius. You should get its benefits no matter where you are on the map when you go hunt. Oh, but you can only have 1 Heartstone effective per active slot. Where do I get more? Glad you asked. During our fight, I spotted part of the forest where the tree line had been disturbed. It's possible Hamish landed there in the crash. Finding him is priority number 1. But there's also a huge boss rot called Owlitzer prowling the area. We can find Hamish, then secure another heart, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Poor choice of words. Anyway, mark the area on your map as Nocturne Grove. So if you do talk to these guys, they are witty. The writing has been pretty good. It really feels very Cult of the Lambish as far as the combat is concerned, which I love. I loved that game. I played it all the way through, got all the stuff, did all the things, and I really, really liked that game. Okay, let's increase my level there. So now invincibility duration is up, and we'll do my armor as well. So now I have a little bit more armor. Still at a low weight class like I like. I wonder with this new coat, can I put on the... I'm still... Nice. Okay, awesome. Oh wait, did I have any upgrades? No. Sweet. So it looks like there's 3 different slots. I currently have this one with the Mother Treek heart, so as I collect hearts, which I'm sure there's going to be a ton more, I can add bonuses. Currently, 100 health seems pretty weak, but I mean, 100 health better than no health. Yeah. I think the next thing I want to do is get this cannon and try it out, so at least I have a little bit of experience with all the weapons. I have a feeling this is going to open up quite a bit as they add new weapon types. This striker one's probably the weirdest one out of all of them. Everyone pretty much knows a spear, and everybody knows a hammer. This cannon, we'll see how that works and what that does, but everyone pretty much knows a cannon. Balls, throwing balls at people, that's weird. That's a weird one, and I like it. Add more weird stuff. You can also, last thing I'll review here on the game, you can also come back and customize your character. So if you want to switch it up, you can come back in here and you can switch it up. If you wanted to switch switch to a different type of person, it's going to cost you quite a bit, which I don't understand why, but you know, it is what it is. And that's it. That's Rotwood. Thanks for watching. If you're going to pick up this game, it is pretty cheap. I would say head over to Steam, check it out. I got it for like $10, and it's totally worth $10. And they're going to keep adding things. They've already talked about their feedback. If you press F8, you can do feedback. Send them a little summary. I can say, hey, make the font bigger. Let's see. How about please add font options for readability and assistance for us olds. Submit. There we go. Feedback submitted. All right. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button if you want. And who gives a shit about the bell? You don't have to touch the bell. And I will see you in the next video.